now proudly presented on SNME. That's Sunday night's main event, Patreon and free feed.
Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side. Want some teammates at the shore fine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on your own time. Color people every.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your host, your boy George Mackay, and
the Mini House.
And we're back for another prediction show for Destiny World Wrestling presents Haywire. That's right, this Saturday, September 30th, in this city that all of Canada would love to forget about, Oshawa. President Emilio Albi is from Oshawa, which explains a lot. We're just going to leave it at that. It explains a lot. Now, guys, we got a great card for you. We're going to give you our thoughts and our opinions on the matches. And the mini host is actually going to go more in depth with her responses than "He's a really good wrestler." And then, I'm just joking. All right, let's get to it. First off, we got a battle royal. And we know one of the participants is the always dangerous Kirk Warmack. Now, Kirk has been at Destiny here and there. Fixtures in, again, 6-way matches, battle royals. But now he is, he's coming. He's hungry.
He's coming.
And he definitely wants to take on all comers in this battle royal. Now, when we think about an over-the-top battle royal, surprises can happen at all kinds. There have been a lot of recent releases for WWE, and none of them will be coming because they still have the 90-day no complete cuts. So scratch that. You won't see any surprises there. But you never know. You could see a couple Impact guys maybe show up. You've got some ideas. Who are you thinking may make a splash appearance in this battle royale?
I was thinking Jody Threat.
Jody Threat.
She's the wild
Sorry,
child.
speak a little louder.
She's the wild child, Jody.
Mm-hmm.
She can beat up everybody that comes into that ring. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she comes. So, next person, a member from Dynasty, actually.
Only one member, or are you thinking maybe all of them may make a splash?
I think one of them.
Okay, so let me roll down the names. Stan Smith. No?
No.
Mikey Truth.
No.
Sway Archer.
No.
Jackson Roy.
Yes.
Jackson Roy.
Yes.
Okay. And it's not because you and Jackson are super tight and he says hi to you all the time. It's not because of that.
No, it's not. No.
It's not because of that.
No.
Okay, fair enough. I think Sway Archer will make a splash in this
really
battle royale. I do, yeah.
Why
Sway,
do you think splash?
I don't know. He's just gonna make a splash, make an appearance. Splash. He's splashing. Sway Archer. I also think that we may see, possibly see somebody from KPA as well. We could also see a couple of the Battle Arts kids maybe get a chance to step up. You never know. Rajan Hauser, he's been a fixture at Destiny, did get his ass kicked the last event by Alexia Nicole, quite convincingly, might I add. Actually, he put up a valiant fight, but at the end of the day, Alexia is incredibly dangerous, much like Jody Threat. But Rajan may decide he wants to bring some of his art, his dollar store paintings, to the Battle Royale. But any other options you could think of off the top of your head?
I think one more person. I'm thinking another female, actually. Vanna
Black. I like that. Vanna Black kind of making the Destiny debut.
Yeah.
I like that.
I feel like that would be really cool because it's a battle royale. So people can kind of see what she does. And then maybe next pay-per-view, they'll make her a thing.
Wouldn't it be nice to see maybe the person that trained Vanna Black? How about Rip Impact? Get up in that battle royale, right? That could be pretty cool.
That could be cool too.
That could be cool. There's a lot of opportunities in a battle royale situation like this for somebody to come up who's just coming up in this wonderful scene we have here in Ontario and take this opportunity and actually have a chance to put their stamp on a Destiny event and be something that people remember of the event. Not the only thing, but one of the things. People will be like, hey, remember when that young up-and-comer came up to Destiny and he kicked everyone's ass in that battle royale?
Yeah.
Could be interesting. Could be interesting. But do you think that anyone that we've mentioned or anyone that maybe you haven't thought of later that we could maybe circle back to at the end of the show if another name pops in your head or you could throw it in, do you think anybody could stand up to a Kirk Warmack?
Jody, probably.
Jody. Yeah. The only person that could really go toe-to-toe would be Jody.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you at all. I'm not going to lie. I'd like to see Von Virgo is not on the card right now. So who knows? Von Virgo will may come up in the battle royale, and he is always dangerous. You give that guy room to work, take flight, he can do something. I wouldn't mind seeing Judas Icarus come back. I really enjoyed that match he had with Gabriel Fuerza. So I mean, there's plethora of opportunity here.
Many people can come.
Many people could come, and someone could really snatch a chance at winning this battle royale. But I still think Kirk Warmack is the heavy favorite. I mean, the guy's a beast, absolute beast. All right, let's move on. Again, card is always subject to change. This is not exactly the way we think the card is going to roll, but nonetheless, this is how we predict some of the matches will go, or the flow of the matches will go. All right, the next match we got on the card is a fatal four-way. Former Destiny World Wrestling Tag Team Champion Justin Newhook, who is now single sabotage, currently no more in Destiny. Newhook is on his own. We're all very upset about that, but we hope that Connor's, gets well, gets back into the love for pro wrestling, decides to come back to the Ontario side very, very soon. But he is taking on the always dangerous Magnum Mclaren and Backlund, who we've seen before, Hayden Backlund, we've seen him before, and Myung-Jae. Now, Lee is dangerous. I've seen this guy work a lot of great shows in Ontario, and this guy is dangerous. We know Newhook is tough. We know Mclaren is young, but he's got a lot of upside. And we did see Backlund tag team with Puff. So we know in that tag team tournament, we know what he can do.
Yes.
But this time around, he doesn't have Puff by himself.
Puff.
So looking at these four men right now and being impartial, can't pick favorites, but being impartial, who are you picking for this one?
I think everybody knows my answer. Justin Newhook.
Justin Newhook. I figured as well. And why Justin Newhook? Because you feel that he has a point to prove now that he's a single star.
Yes. Because, I'm super, super sad that Sabotage is not Sabotage anymore. But I do feel like, like what you said, Justin does have a point to prove. He has to prove everybody wrong, because the Destiny crowd last pay-per-view, when he was, sad and he was announcing it, nobody was feeling it, They were like, boo, whatever. They're just brushing it off. No. He has a point to prove, and he's going to prove it. All those fans wrong, because he's better. That's it.
All right, fair enough. I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. I, on the other hand, will not agree with you on your pick. I love Justin Newhook. I respect Justin Newhook. He's a good friend. But in this match, I'm going to give it to Magnum Mclaren. Okay. Something about Magnum. That kid always comes ready for a fight, and he always is forever the opportunist. Whenever an opportunity comes his way, he will crush it. And he will have some members of the Magnum Army, which is who he calls his fan base, in the audience on September 30th, for sure, 150%. All right, moving on to the next match. Oh, wow. Not going to not be biased here, guys. I mean, there will be a lot of biased opinions of this next match. Absolutely. But how about this? The new era champion. My boy, my homie, my best friend in the world, Gabriel El Diablo Fuerza, putting his title on the line against the always dirty, the always grooving.
He hates pro wrestling.
He hates pro wrestling, dirty Dango. And I hope he comes out. I really do. I hope he comes out and he just goes up to the corner like he does, and he goes, man, I hate pro wrestling.
So then why is he here?
That's a legitimate question. That's a legitimate question. All right, so I'm going to take the reins on this one first and foremost. Obviously, El Diablo will retain, and he will still be your reigning, defending new era champion. That's par and parcel for the course. That's going to happen. Will Dango make it a challenge for him? He absolutely will. Dango is no stranger to going for gold, but he is a stranger to occasionally winning said gold. So I honestly and truly believe that El Diablo will retain.
And you know what I have to say too? I agree with you.
Wow.
Shocker, guys, I know.
Shocker. Well, I mean, he's my best friend.
Not
like
being
that face.
delusional.
It's not delusional. You know what? I'm
you
gonna...
know, you haven't asked him in person. You're like, are we best friends?
You know what?
You're right. You're probably his best friend.
Right.
Or no, sorry.
Yes, I am. Yes. No, he said it. It's out there. It's out there.
No, he's your best friend.
Yes.
You're not his best friend. Does that make sense?
Okay, you know what? Here's what is going to happen. I have gotten us time in person with El Diablo on the 30th before the show starts.
Okay.
And my first question,
Mhm.
after you do your 5 questions, after we get the, the nice, sensible fluff piece out of the way, the hard-hitting question, I will introduce him. I will look right in the camera and I will say, now, first question. Are we best friends?
And he'll probably be like, this is what he'll be like. He'll be like, well, I'm definitely, your best friend.
We're acquaintances, he'll say.
Yeah.
He'll say we pass each other in the halls and occasionally do the head nod. He'll really make it non-existent, but he's my best friend. Okay, so you're agreeing with me that El Diablo will retain the New Era Championship. Fair enough. All right, moving on. By the way, you did say originally I'm going to edit it to where you said that he's my best friend. I'm going to edit it that way. All right, how about this woman's action? Alexia and Nicole going one-on-one with the unhinged, the dangerous one half of the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Masha, Slamovich. Now, this match can go any which way. And when Masha's involved, usually weapons are also involved. Now, this match is not a weapons match. I don't know if Emilio Albi has greenlit any weapons of any kind, but you know that Masha is going to be coming with all the toys and things that she loves to cause insurmountable amounts of pain and destruction. Looking at this, we know the Bionic Woman. We know what Alexia Nicole can do. We know what that shoulder can do. We know the power and the strength that this girl has. But we also know what Masha can do.
Yeah.
And what Masha can do, a lot of other people can't do, which is cause you all kinds of violence. Masha Slamovich could potentially haunt Alexia Nicole's dreams for the next 5 to 6 months with what happens in this match.
Okay.
And this match, don't forget, this match happens on the last day of September, right before October. This is the last Destiny show in September, and then October's right around the corner. What a great Halloween present for Masha to give Alexia with a crimson mask, just drenched in blood. Now, laying all that out on the line, go ahead. I'll let you take the reins. Who's walking away with this one?
I think Masha, but the only reason I'm going to give this a little twist here, I think Killer Kelly's going to show up in the middle of the match.
Wow. You think Masha needs help? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Just listen.
Okay.
So I think, Masha, she's gonna, they're both gonna have a really, really good match, right? But I feel like there's gonna be one point where Masha won't be able to get up and she'll be struggling. And then Alexia will be getting so close to the win. And then Killer Kelly will show up, come out, and then they'll both, win. And then it'll be like, oh my God. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
You've written yourself a very good possibility. However, I don't know if I agree with you wholeheartedly. So you're saying that Masha will win with the help of Killer Kelly?
Yeah.
So through interference. Will she actually get the pin cleanly, or will she get disqualified, therefore giving Alexia Nicole the win by disqualification? Because when Killer Kelly shows up, if the ref is down, then no problem. But if the ref is up, it's easier. She interferes in the match. Masha's going to get disqualified.
Okay, well, there's that too.
Right.
And so let's just say that the ref is down.
The ref is down. Kelly comes out to help Masha secure the win, and Masha walks away happy.
Yeah.
I'm actually not going to disagree with you.
You just said you were.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure where you were going with it. But now that I see that the ref is down and Masha can't get disqualified, I think Masha pulls out the win here. I do. I think Masha pulls out the win only by the help of Killer Kelly, because I don't believe that Masha could beat Alexia Nicole one-on-one.
You think?
No, I don't. I think that Alexia could beat Masha one-on-one.
I just think that Killer Kelly and Masha, when they're together, something happens in the
yeah, they're both going to this warped world of
it's
violence.
They're both psychotic.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's factual. Yeah, it's factual. All right, moving on. How about this? Oh, I just gotta soak this in for a second. Tarik is just so dangerous. He is your Destiny briefcase holder right now, so he could still cash in. He could cash in at Haywire. Yeah. You want to talk hard hitting? You want to talk speed? You want to talk just leaving literal marks on your opponent's body? Tarik is the man for the job. Amir said don't know a whole lot about him, but just looking at his size and stature, He's built just like Tarik,
Yeah.
which means that we're going to get what we always get when it comes to a Tarik match. Punching,
Punch,
kicking, chopping. Yeah, that's
chopping's the best part.
chopping. When Tarik chops, it's incredible. It is incredible. I'm going to take the reins on this one first. If you go, obviously, I don't see Tarik losing anytime soon in a Destiny ring. I think Mr. Jordan will give him quite a run for his money, but I think that Tarik will come out on top on this one.
And you know what? I think I just had an amazing idea, guys. So I completely agree with you. And you know what I think is going to happen? Tarik is going to walk away, right? And he'll have the briefcase. And then when the main event comes,
he's going to cash in.
Yeah, he's going to cash in.
He's going to cash in. You think so?
Yeah. So whoever wins that match.
Well, wouldn't this be an even bigger twist? Tarik comes in, cashes in. Then the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler, who still has unfinished business with Tarik, and I know his leg injury is now day to day. What if he shows up and screws Tarik's cash in?
Oh, okay.
What if that happens? What if that goes
There's
down?
so many possibilities.
There is, because the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler, has unfinished business with Tarik. We know that. They were supposed to face each other at the last event, but Mark Wheeler got injured. So that match is put on the shelf, postponed. But it will happen. But what if the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler, shows up at Haywire and screws Tarik either out of the win here or out of the cash-in? Now, out of the cash-in has way more, to it, you know? So I think that, but regardless of the fact, we both agree that Mr. Jordan will go home a loser. Not dissing you at all, man, but Tarik is different in every aspect. And he's also one of the nicest guys in the world when you don't talk at him or look at him directly. I feel like...
Sorry for looking into your eyes.
Yeah, like, they haunt me. They absolutely haunt me. All right, moving on. How about this? Tyler Hill, the New Frontier Grand Champion, is throwing his newly won Grand Championship on the line against AKIRA in the only match that AKIRA knows. A hardcore match. The only match that Tyler Hill knows. A hardcore match. Tyler Hill is a deathmatch guru. He's been around the block, but he gave up deathmatching last year at New Frontier when he lost to Jesse Amato. But now he is the grand champion. He gave up deathmatching. He didn't give up hardcore fighting. Okay? And when it comes to Tyler Hill, well, there's a few choice weapons. One of them is this hand-gifted one that he made for me. It is a crutch wrapped in barbed wire.
Is that actual barbed wire?
It is actual barbed wire. Why would it not be actual barbed wire? Who has a fake crutch with fake barbed wire in their basement? Not I. Go ahead. All right. So, guys, listen. This crutch will not be used in the match. However, this is a Tyler Hill specialty. Okay? It is a Tyler Hill specialty. So he may bring another one. Not that one, because that's mine. But he may bring another one. So the fact is that Tyler Hill is going to put his title on the line against AKIRA. You've seen what AKIRA can do. You've seen the amount of blood AKIRA can shed and the amount of blood that AKIRA can cause other individuals to shed. You also had a conversation with him.
I did.
And you know he's genuinely a nice person. And he loves Canada. But he has no problem sending a Canadian to the hospital. That's AKIRA's mentality.
Yep.
Looking at this match right now, does Tyler Hill still come out the reigning defending grand champion? Or does AKIRA take his place on the throne?
So, with this one, I'm going to go in depth, but I'm just going to say, I personally think I'd be happy with whoever, because I think, Tyler Hill, like I always say, he still has a story to tell. He gave up death matching. He's going to do a hardcore match now. It's going to be a lot of blood. There's going to be a lot of chaos, But I also feel like AKIRA, when
thrives in blood and chaos.
Like when he's in the ring, he's like, I'm ready. Like I'm fast. Like he's fast, he's ready, So there's so many different possibilities. But I think my pick is what I really, really want is AKIRA.
Wow. Well, I disagree with you. I think Tyler Hill, on his first title defense, he is not the amount of shit this man had to go through to get that belt.
Yeah.
The war he went through to get that belt. And in his first title defense, you think he's going to lose it to AKIRA? AKIRA could throw everything at him.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
All I'm saying is that Tyler Hill is on a different level these days. He has a point to prove. He wants to prove that he is a worthy fighting champion, and he's willing to put his title on the line, but he's not willing to lose that title. There is a difference. Tyler Hill will retain 150%.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. Tag team gold. Now, this is, I want to state this, okay? This is to crown new tag team champions. As we know, Sabotage had relinquished them at the last event. But as Justin Newhook was giving his heartfelt speech to the audience, Pleasure and Pain, Joe Mack, Costa, they showed up. They beat him down. They took the belt. There was a fan who got a little bit too close to the action. Guys, these are our performers, okay? They're entertainers. They're there to entertain us. Love them, hate them, boo them, cheer for them. That's fine. But don't get in their face. Don't put your hands on the wrestlers, okay? Leave the fighting to inside the ring. Enjoy the fighting outside the ring, okay? Don't be that fan. And I don't give a shit if people are going, oh, fuck you. That's fine. I don't care. The fact is, don't be that fan. Let the performers entertain you. Don't be that fan.
And coming from a 13-year-old, you should know better and be more mature because you're a grown adult. Everybody mostly in the Destiny crowd, whether it's kids, but it's mostly grown adults that do these things. So
be better.
It's childish. Be better.
That's right. Now, Pleasure and Pain, they took the titles.
Mm-hmm.
They did not win the titles, but they have the titles in their possession.
It's okay.
But it's okay.
But it's okay.
And what does President Emilio Albi do? He gives them a title shot. But he also gives them a title shot with a bit of a challenge. How about this? The returning Vaudevillians. Simon Gotch, Hayden English, coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Returning as the Vaudevillians.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to go up against Pleasure and Pain. Now, if you've watched the Wrestlers documentary on Netflix, you know exactly who Joe Mack is. The Immaculate One Joe Mack. He's sprinkled throughout that documentary series. It's fantastic. I finished watching it. We absolutely loved it. Costa, we know him. We respect him. We know he's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You put these two big guys together that are dangerous.
AKA why they're called
Pleasure and Pain. Right. Now, here's the problem. They're newly tagging together.
Okay.
Joe Mack is an experienced tag wrestler. Costa also an experienced tag wrestler.
But how would they
them,
work together?
Exactly. The Vaudevillains built in experience and success.
Yes, but they haven't tagged in a very.
It's like riding a bike, Cass. You never forget how to be a tag wrestler.
Okay.
I am not going to give the edge to the Vaudevillains, though.
Okay.
I'm giving it to Costa and Joe Mack because they're dangerous. And I'm not taking anything away from the Vaudevillains. They are phenomenal. They are one of my favorite tag teams that came out of that era of WWE at that time. The NXT come-ups and everything. I love them. I felt that they got a shit run and they weren't utilized properly. But they're back now. We're going to see them at Destiny. And I can't wait. But unfortunately, I think Pleasure and Pain are going to take this one and officially become your new Destiny World Tag Team Champions.
100%. I totally agree with you. And, just because, they took the titles and because they're not official, trust me, they'll be official by the end of the match.
Yeah, they will be officially the champions. But when they come out, they won't be announced as the tag team champions.
Yeah, no.
But they're going to be carrying out the belts. Like, yeah, look at that. You guys, you stole them. You stole them. You haven't earned them yet. You just stole them, okay? Just letting you know.
But also another possibility, their egos could be too high and they could miscommunicate in the match and they can lose.
Hey, and if that's the case, then the Vaudevillains, being the experienced tag team, they will see the opening and they will capitalize for sure. So it's just a matter of, guys, Pleasure and Pain. Message from the mini host. Check your egos. That's her message. I'm not saying that. I would never say that, guys.
But I do love you guys, though. Don't worry.
But check your egos. And that's how a father throws his child under the bus. All right, moving on. Main event. Steve Maclin never lost the title, had to relinquish the title due to injury. Trent 7 came in, had that amazing fatal four-way match, the last event, and won the title. Incredible. Now Trent 7 has to defend his newly won Dusty Championship against the man who never lost it, Steve Maclin. This is a storyline as old as time itself. I never lost, therefore I want my rematch. Macklin's going to get it, but is Mustache Mountain going to let him have it? I don't believe so. I got a ton of respect for Steve Maclin. I absolutely do. But I think this is Trent 7's time. The British strong style has now recaptured gold here in Destiny, and he's not going to let it go. Maclin's going to give him everything. He's going to give him insurmountable amounts of punishment. Trent 7, he could take that punishment. He can also dish out his own fair amount of punishment. I think Trent 7 will still be your champion when all is said and done. Steve Maclin's shoulders will be pinned to the mat, and he'll be looking up at the arena lights. Sorry, Steve. Again, I have a lot of respect for you. Don't beat me up.
No, you're scared.
I am scared. So scared. He's an intimidating dude. Nicest guy in the world, but intimidating as fuck.
Yeah.
Steve Maclin, sorry, buddy. You're not winning this one. Trent 7 will still be champion. What do you got? What are you thinking?
Okay, so like you said, I 100% agree with you. And Steve Maclin is a great wrestler. But, you know, with all that punishment, you know what Trent 7's gonna do? He's just gonna keep climbing back up to that mountain.
Oh, nice. I like the pun. Well played. He is the peak of Mustache Mountain.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I just think Trent 7 still has his story to tell, like I always say, and it's his time, you know?
That's fair. That's fair. I again, I agree with you, agreeing with me, and the points that you put in as well. And that's great.
The pun was great.
The pun was fantastic. Yes, the pun was fantastic. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this one. That's the card in a nutshell. That's what we're hoping to see this Saturday in Oshawa. Tickets for the show will be in the link of this video below if you haven't got them. From what I understand, they're selling out decently. Again, the only drawback to this amazing show is that it's in Oshawa. But we can all get past it, guys. We can get past it. All right. As always, I'm your host, your boy, George Mackay. This is
The Mini House.
Don't forget to follow our socials. Those are also in the link below. Peace, love, and wrestling. We'll see you guys next prediction show. Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on that notification bell so you get notified each time we post a video. Alternatively, you can check us out on all podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. We are also available on the SNME network. That's the Sunday Night Main Event Patreon. Please feel free to check us out there as well. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at _Straight Talk on Twitter, at Straight Talk Wrestling on Instagram, Straight Talk Wrestling on Facebook, Straight Talk Wrestling on TikTok, and of course, you can check out all our merch at ProWrestlingTees.com.
I don't need a nigga.